Okay, so I am soon going to call him. He is right now busy. Maybe he'll come this next Saturday, or I'll just see when he can come. I'll arrange an online session, or if it's not possible for him to come on, like live here offline. Okay? So I would be explaining that. Now let's start where we have left. So far we have understood in biological anthropology what? Your name? Forgot. Shriya. Shriya and Shri. I always get confused. Shriya. What we have learned in biological anthropology holistically, you just have to tell me the broader points, okay? I am just revising it because now we are about to end this topic, okay? So, in biological anthropology, what are we reading? What is our core focus? Variation of what? This is complete answer. Okay, so in biological anthropology, we are definitely dealing with humans, diversity, but this was not it. To understand human diversity, we have borrowed from which field? To know human diversity, how we must have begun? Okay, but okay, yes, from the evolution part. But how we have proved it scientifically? So on which branch we basically got archaeological, right? So it was from archaeological branch we discussed. So origin, definitely we are exploring origin of humans, right? So origin of humans, so yes, we are exploring origin of humans, but we are also dependent on one of the branch, that is archaeological anthropology. You would see that this archaeological branch is a connecting point. Do always write this line when a teacher naturally speaks something. It is coming out of their profound understanding in head. But those statements which come during classroom discussions, you people have to, you need to be very careful and you need to write it because that is original. You will not find it anywhere in the book. So what am I explaining? I am giving right now a very good explanation of anthropology. Anthropology is interested to know humans' diversity or variation. Okay, and since we are reflecting biological anthropology, so what am I saying? That archaeological anthropology is the connecting line to know about biological variation among humans. At the same time, archaeological anthropology is also a linking point, is also a linking point to know about social, cultural diversity among humans. Okay, full stop. It is interesting to note Why he has not brought the water? It is interesting to note that the focus of anthropology is on biosocial aspects. Comma. In other words, anthropology's goal is to serve humanity. Anthropology goal is to serve humanity Anthropology goal is to serve humanity by providing scientific evidences that how Homo sapiens sapiens may have biosocial diversity Can you just repeat? Anthropology main goal is to serve humanity by and this variation should be the reason for humans to celebrate and respect human differences and to respect human differences, comma, not to have not to divide world on not to divide the world on the basis of ethnocentric views or superiority of complex हाँ जी आप मुझे वही superiority of complex मैं बिल्कुल एक अच्छा पैराग्राफ बना रही हूँ स्किप करवा दिया आपने मोइन से क्या था लास्ट लाइन क्या था or superiority of complex comma that is among the various human races one can be dominated or enjoy all the power dynamics in the world. Enjoy all the power dynamics in the world. Okay? See, what am I doing with all of you? I am now taking my classes to the next level. Okay? What is it next level? I am thinking that now you people are done with little bit of basics meaning of anthropology. You will have completed social cultural part and major part of discussion we have made on biological part. So now I want to tell you that how you will have coherence in classes also. वो writing में बाद में अपने आप reflect हो जाएगा. So you would see that this paragraph and then the next paragraph is going to be coming towards human race. You can see your last lines. Read your last two lines.
Human races can be dominated or enjoy all the powers lying in the world.
So can you see the coherence now with this topic? Now before I would be introducing this topic, what have I done? बताओ मैंने क्या किया? I have revised and explained entire anthropology to this topic. And this is the skill which I really want to inculcate in your mind or in your classes. Okay? Because this would help you to generate original ideas on your own. If I can do it, you can also do it. And now if anyone would be thinking that ma'am, you are a faculty, you've been teaching this and that, okay, you must be thinking and you can give me this argument, fair enough. But do you think that this is the only way to think that okay, she's a faculty, she can do and you can't do? No. You see lot many teachers are there, they are not doing this. What I am doing, it doesn't make me more intelligent or them less intelligent. It is just the way you need to think on your own. If I am teaching you in this class, you people have to have confidence that you people can also learn. Okay, so what will happen? You people will learn that if you have read something in topic 1, it is not only for the topic 1, it can be for intra topic and interdisciplinary also. Okay, now please write down to elaborate next paragraph quickly. हाँ तो उसके लिए मैंने पॉइंट कहा था ना, आप छोड़ोगे. आई विल बी गिविंग डिक्टेशन इन दी एंड. हाँ हाँ, 2-3 टॉपिक्स है, सिर्फ 2-3 पॉइंट्स है बस. हाँ, अब न्यू टॉपिक स्टार्ट करा ना हमने, ह्यूमन वेरिएशन. इसका आप ह्यूमन वेरिएशन साइड में टॉपिक डाल सकते हो. आप लोगों ने छोड़ा नहीं पेज टॉपिक. Whenever I will start with a fresh topic. अगर कोई टॉपिक कुछ पॉइंट्स रह जाएगा वो इन दी एंड कंप्लीट कराऊंगी. So to elaborate, next paragraph, to elaborate write down quickly, to elaborate, in contemporary society or in contemporary world, though as Ronald Robertson argues that modern world, Ronald Robertson, though क्या बोला था मैंने सॉरी हाँ, elaborates that Ronald Robertson argues that modern world is becoming a global village, comma, running towards go localization. That we are becoming a global village and everything is like one. Go localization. I'm giving you just a moment. Entire that terminology, because why am I doing this? Side me likho in 1 year back, that is in 2024, 2024 or 2025. I think it's not in 2025. 20, I'm confused. 2024 or 2025 anthropology mein there was a question by Arjun Apudrai. Okay, so he is also coming from the same genre of writing. Yes, write down spelling glow, GLO, clisation. Okay, as Ronald Robertson claimed that we are moving towards this global village, we are becoming or going towards this go localization, that is localization. Now we are becoming homogenized everywhere, right? Now please read this paragraph for me, anyone. Yuvraj, quickly read. Yeah, this one.
Collaborating contemporary world, so as Ronald Robertson argued that modern world is becoming a global village running towards globalization.
Or moving towards globalization. But nevertheless, or you can say it, nevertheless, comma, nevertheless, it is not free from prejudices and discrimination on the basis of differences. Okay, on the basis of differences, right? Then write down differences are found. Next point, it is here. Differences are found to exist between the physical characters of humans due to heredity and environment. Due to heredity and environment, on the basis of physical characters, human beings are grouped into different races. There is nothing called pure races of the world. The process of mixing of race originated long back. Human races can be classified only on the basis of physical traits and not in relation to any kind to mental or intellectual superiority or inferiority. Okay? So the inner capacity for pre-development of mind and culture is found equally in every race. Hence, distribution between race is not based on cultural difference or intelligence. So this paragraph you will continue writing. Okay, I'm not going to give the space. You people can write down from here. You people can write down from, okay, you people want time, so write down. Quickly write down. Yeah? Okay. Now, what we will have to do here. Now I am just giving some little explanation to this paragraph. Okay. Now write down. What you will have to just read the entire paragraph from the beginning. Yeah, do it. No, entire from the beginning.
To elaborate the contemporary world through Apsara, persons argue that modern world is becoming a global village turning towards the globalization. But nevertheless, it is not free from
But nevertheless, कोई एक लिखना है. Nevertheless और ये but.
but nevertheless.
हाँ.
Nevertheless, it is not free from the prejudice and discriminations on the basis of differences. Differences are found to exist.
Now write down all those differences. Before, although differences are found to exist.
Although differences are found to exist between the physical characteristics of human due to heredity and environment.
Environment.
On the basis of physical characters, human beings are grouped in different races. There is nothing called pure races of the world. The process of mixing of races originated long back. The human races can be classified only on the basis of human physical traits. The inner capacity of pre-development or pre-development of mind and culture is found equally in every races and distinction
In every race.
Every race.
Hence, distinction between races is not based on cultural difference or intelligence. Okay. Alright. So it is a good introduction for human race. Now you can give subheadings. And subheadings can be physical characters in the determination while determining the race. Physical character and then determining the race. Like that. So see, you people are always going to get a question that whether race is a biological concept or it is a social concept. It is definitely a biological concept. So because of your biological differences on your phenotype, the way you people are looking or appearing, we know that it is only because of genetics. We have seen that every individuals are made up of different DNA, and because of that we have variation. So modern science is telling us that yes, how we are different, we have read in genetics. But genetics were not known to us in earlier time, when science was not on its peak. At that point of time, what happened? People, just because of their keen or chewed intellectuals or activities, what they have started doing, they have started exploiting different human races on the basis of their looks only. So what they have created, that those who look like us, they are the pure race, and those who do not, they are impure race. So they should be serving the superior race. And this is the first major cause of slavery in the world. Okay, so this is an additional information you can write. So the root cause of slavery is this is not in the dictation part, but you just have to write in a box. Okay, because I would be giving and explaining dictation of physical traits. So this you people can write in a box. So slavery is actually rooted in a biological variation. The root cause of slavery was biological differences of humans. And people are often mistaken, doing mistakes whenever they are using the term race, because it has variety of meanings. But the most authentic meaning of race is physiological, deeply rooted in color, facial features, and so on. Okay? Now, what do people have to write? How we are actually discussing people are different. So, in determining a race, physical characters जो है वो हम examine करते हैं. Okay. So earlier anthropologists were being hired to explain racial or cultural diversity. Okay, even today also. But at that point of time, as I said in the beginning, we didn't have perfect understanding of genes. So it was just taken that okay, people would be or living organism would display variation. Now this understanding of measurement, where you are having proper calculation of definite traits, physical traits and indefinite traits, would going to help even today. I mean, it is helping us even today that you would read in 12, topic 12, application of anthropology. So by using techniques of anthropometry, we have proper measurement. And this measurement helps us widely. For example, if somebody is going on space, so their costumes or their spacesuit was stitched by not only by local tailors, they are involved, but the measurement is being taken by some anthropometric by using anthropometric techniques. Okay, measurements. And again, this measurement also helps us in sports. So there is a separate branch now, you can say sports anthropology. So we know that nowadays sports is in fashion, and there was one saying who said that Russian, you know that once Russia was a not Russia, it was one power, no? Old name, which one? Ottoman Empire, before Ottoman Empire. So we had a lot of civilization in Europe. There was one powerful Roman Empire. Okay. So Roman Empire, so there was one saying God actually lose its power and it was then replaced by Ottoman because they got involved in legal activities. So somebody was saying that this sports games, it is only there to distract our mind. You want to corrupt people, have distractions. So the major challenge with youngsters that they are having lot of information knowledge and nobody is thinking on these lines. It's a distraction and it was imposed on us. So the reason that one saying, I was reading an article, it was saying that the reason Roman Empire got collapsed, it was only because they got distracted. They got distracted because they had now made their people busy in some leisure activities and they were also feeding them. So if you have food and you are engaged in activities, entertainment chal raha hai, so you'll not think, you'll not bother about anything. You will start thinking, हाँ सही चल रहा है. And the reason now, what I am trying to explain, I am connecting, but I am giving you a thought. I am telling you here about the sports anthropology, right? So in the sports anthropology, what now I am giving you a critical dimension on it. Although sport is very popular nowadays for us, but according to that one saying, and I also believe, right, that you people are engaging people in the name of sports and people are reacting. You know, you have match with Pakistan and India. TV देख रहे हैं, मार रहे हैं, not making sense that they are the part of India only. Again, if I have to go back in history and I have to relate myself, India के history से, I would rather relate myself with Pakistani or Bangladeshi. माँ तो इंडिया ही है ना, उन्हीं के तो बच्चे हैं, right? If I want to develop a good relation internationally, I would develop with one who were part of my, but no one is thinking, but people are thinking they are our alien country. And we are just crazy about making stupid comments on it. Rather than maintaining and telling them that you better come and be part of India again. ऐसा है कि नहीं है? हो सकता है, सिक्किम हुई है, मैंने आप लोगों को बोला भी था, तू एक बार पता करना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, सिक्किम हुई है ना बाय 2A कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, तो दे कैन आल्सो कम बैक, राइट? एंड वंस इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान विल बी वन, अगर ऐसा हुआ, वो आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग लाइक दैट, यू वुड सी कितना पैसा बचेगा, पूरा का पूरा कश्मीर जो हमारा ले हुआ है वो वापस करेंगे, खुद भी आएंगे, राइट? एंड देन इंडिया विल हैव द टेरिटरी जो उनका पहले टेरिटरी था, and we will going to become superpower in one day only. But this is not going to be done, right? People, I think that red cliff brown ने वो जो line था ना, that brown difference, वो सब बहुत सोच समझ के किया गया, ओके? कोई जरूरत नहीं थी, मतलब स्वदेशी मूवमेंट में we are fighting and then we are going away. अब what you people have to think right now, just think my flow of teaching. I used to always have this flow in my teaching style, but UPSC aspirants showed me that nahi madam, ye galat hai, aise nahi. You know what? 4 years back when I was teaching it, the major feedback में the point which I used to get, it was like कि मैम कुछ पढ़ाते पढ़ाते कहीं और चली जाती है, right? And at that point of time, I used to make my calm and composure. Because the person who is telling me and the students who are telling, they do not know what I am doing. And since I was new here in this industry, right, I was not even making argument. I tried and I said that I will explain in a way, because the quality of a best teacher is not to teach the intellectuals, is to teach not very bright students. राइट? अगर आप इंटेलेक्चुअल हो, स्मार्ट हो, तो आप खुद ही पढ़ लोगे, मेरा सिर्फ गाइडेंस चाहिए। मेरा तो रोल तब एनहांस होगा जब मैं लोगों को एक्सप्लेन कर पाऊँ, और इफ आई वुड एक्सप्लेन टू ऑल ऑफ यू। Nowadays people are started thinking that okay, interdisciplinary point you need, this is what critical understanding I would say. So when I started with this delivery of lecture, then I stopped. And I stopped for a full 2 years, 22, 23, 24, until unless by 3 years, back to back, now it's 4 years, back to back questions started coming in Anthro, Socio, GS and GS part में, and also in essay, in ethics. Because मुझे भी check करना था that what it is. Now please focus here, what am I doing? We were talking about race, I got into sports, anthropology, then I got into the sport, then I went back and explain about the Roman, right? Now what I am going to explain that what is happening in nowadays, distraction is too much. So with that sports wala part, I am picking only one point, distraction. And now with this distraction, I am going to give you an explanation that what is social media is doing. And every year you will get question in GS1 with respect to social media, right? Now the major challenge is distraction of youngsters, Gen Zs, through social media. Then what did I say? That it was being imposed on us during COVID-19 situation. Mera ye firm believer, it was being deliberately made so that we'll switch to online mode, hybrid mode. We did have one habit, and how one habit can replace by another habit, you have to force people to do that. So entire global leaders decided one day, let's create this, and they wanted China to come in bad names, I believe. China is a super threat, right? So they said that it is coming from Wuhan, and this is my version of understanding and speaking. Okay, that's why I have chosen this profession. Teacher can think. So, right? So that happened. Now entire world and developing country like us, we could not afford smartphones. I was so against the smartphones. I had to give phones to my daughter. And now, today only she is also taking hybrid class. So you are giving new norm. It is okay to live in this AQI level. It is okay that your CM doesn't know what AQI is because bada meme chal raha hai. It is okay to live in this gas chamber, but it is not okay to go beyond and question it. Nobody is questioning, nobody is thinking. You know how dangerous it is, how distraction playing a role. I'll give you one case study. You just imagine you people are definitely mature adult enough. Okay, you people are adult, but just see somebody who is in their adolescence, or maybe not even in adolescence, maybe in 9 years, 10 years, SE. Is it? I think there is some problem, Rohit. Okay, Pratap, with respect to video. I'll talk to my technical team. So there is I do not know one person. He always takes a interview and he calls some people. Okay, एक का तो अभी वो खत्म हो गया. I do not know. There is one person, and I was just going through this digital lithography. I was doing echoing my voice. Okay, just a moment. Is it now again echoing? Is it fine now? Okay. So what I was explaining this part, that so there was an interviewer and he was asking question, okay, on reels, that is masturbation is good, it is healthy and non whatsoever, and then there was stupid fellow answering. Government is not realizing that this video is not going to be filtered and reaching to adults. It is being also going to those who are just serving, like 9 years old, 8 years old. And the moment anyone would hear this word, they would research. They would think, what is this? Right? What is this meaning? And the moment anyone would write masturbation or something, what will happen? Porn videos will come. This is how you are feeding. And no one is asking this, no one is questioning this. So in the name of digital freedom or in the name of any content, you are providing anything and you are saying it's a new norm. Just imagine the psychology of 9 years, 10 years, 11, 12, and just what will be the psychology of teenagers. Their hormonals are on the peak these years. No, you will read. Pituitary gland is like bringing estrogen, testosterone in their hormones, right? It is like hormones बहुत ज़्यादा peak होते हैं इस वक्त. They do not know, it is imbalanced. They do not know what is going on in their body, and then they start feeling attraction. जिस लड़की को लड़के को मारते थे उसको attraction हो रहा है. And then what that in this innocence, in this mistake, they have done something and it is now on the viral. Video बन गई उनकी. So it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. And it is not at all our mistake. It is a mistake those who are in the power. When they can create hate, they can also create peace. When you can openly sell cigarettes, telling a cigarette is injurious to health, why can't you do this? Okay, but the only purpose of mine to explain all this dimension, that this is a power of having critical thinking. This is how you need to relate. Okay, when you people are working and studying. Yes, you do not have to go like, without flow. Definitely, if I am speaking here and explaining biological part, I would be explaining. But you cannot become monotonous with your preparation. What is the problem? The way you were telling, it was the only problem. You became monotonous. So when you start reading history just to learn history for UPSC, you'll not enjoy. If I'll keep on explaining this to you without giving you insights, then I'm not doing my duty. The duty of a faculty, the duty of a intellectual is to give you thoughts, and then you need to grow it in your mind. Right? So the content is there. I'm not doing anything new. The content is there in your SCERT. But while you are reading it, you need to think. And then since you people are preparing for UPSC, it's a competitive exam. You are not free to become a thinker like that. Then what will happen? You will go out of the race. So there is always a balance. You cannot say that there are various students I know, they keep on thinking and arguing and debating. You are not going to become a journalist anywhere. You want to become a bureaucrat. For that, you need to have balance. You need to come on your focus. Okay, it is very easy to give gyan like that. Ki ye karna hai, wo karna hai. It is very easy to have argument. But that is not the case. You people have to get into what? You people have to get into your focus. Okay? Chaliye. So now let's complete this. How we are getting into determining a race by physical character. So there are two types. Write down indefinite physical traits and definite physical traits. Indefinite, which you cannot measure by using any ratio or techniques. You can only observe color of skin, hair, color of eye, shape, like that. Then physical traits, definite physical traits. This you can measure like your height, structure of nose. So cephalic indexes are there, birth flight indexes are there, nasal index are there, orbito indexes are there. So that we'll do. Just write down definite and indefinite physical traits. Okay? So racial classification are made on the basis of certain genetic traits referred to as racial criteria. Okay? The main criteria for racial classification includes, you just write down the names, okay? I mean, later on, you people can write down and make the notes, but it has to be as it is. You need to copy it out from your book. Okay? So racial classification, skin color, hair forms, texture. So humans exhibit a great variety in skin colors. The color of skin is determined by the amount of melanin pigment present in the skin. The amount of melanin present in individual is hereditary character. Three shades of skin color are found in humans: white skin, leucoderms, yellow skin, xanthoderms, and black skin, melanoderms. Okay, you people can at least write these names, melanoderms and these points. Okay, you people can write later on. And then there are types of hair: woolly hair, curly hair, wavy hair, straight hair. Okay. Then your face. The human exhibits significant variation in facial index. Facial prognathism is like, how it is coming out, like protruding. And in the degree of chin development, the formula for facial index, facial length, facial breadth, you are not going to have that deeper. Okay, but you people have to just read. So on the basis of facial index, faces are classified into broad face. Okay? Leptoprosopic, medium face, mesoprosopic, narrow face, prosopic, then facial prognathism is the degree of forward projection of the face. When the face does not show any forward projection, is called orthognathism. These words at least you people write in your class notes, because you will have to read it again and again. Noses are classified on the basis of nasal index and nasal bridge. So nasal index is calculated as nasal breadth and nasal length multiplied by 100. So on the basis of nasal index, noses are classified into broad nose, medium, narrow. Okay? Narrow nose, leptorhine, mesorhine and platyrhine, broad nose. Okay? So you can see the facial features and you can tell actually that which part a person belongs to. If you have done deeper research, okay, deeper research, then we can calculate, okay, which part you are from or not. It is very natural for sociologists or social cultural anthropologists, okay. So it was like this. So then on the basis of the color of eye, lips, ear, thin, medium, thick, fluffy, structure, head forms, all this you people have to write. And then also serologically we can explain that is the blood groups is a trait which remains constant and unaffected by environment. There are 4 types of blood groups, namely A, B, O. Okay, blood group genetic markers में भी आएगा, blood system आ जाता है, ABO blood system and all, races, negative, positive and all. Stature, that is your height. So if a male is between this short, this is for medium height, this is for tall. Now, major races of the world, right? Negroid race. This I would suggest to write. Okay, please write down. We have 3 major races. Just write down the 3 major races: Negroid, Mongoloid, and Caucasoid. I want all of you to write in your notes quickly about this: Negroid race, Mongoloid race, and Caucasoid race. Or you will do it in your class afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Then Caucasoid race. Okay. Do have understanding. In fact, I would suggest that do read this, because in your NCERT test, physical, biological anthropology ka jo test, there will be 2 tests basically in NCERT. One section will be social cultural part, easier part. Bio will be everything whatsoever I can see it here. Okay? So bio का test आप लोगों का आपको वो अभी से learn करना है. Social cultural part will be easy. So meaning and topic 1, that is meaning, scope and development, and all the social cultural part will be there in one, and bio would be here. Okay, so it will be like morning and evening test. The way UPSC is framing, UPSC में ऐसे test, and then you will realize that how much speed you need to have. So it will be my first test, and this is for everyone irrespective of your payment. Okay. 3rd of Jan. I have to see the class availability for offline students. I would ask all of you to get through it. Okay, then what I'll do after this week, if I would be covering all this part, I will give you a break. But abhi kya date hai? 17th hai. I think 2 or 3 days ka break will be enough. I will give the break around that time. 24th I will put you on break. But do focus on biological part, because once you people have learned this, you will see that in advance it is almost same. Okay. So this particular race have Caucasoid race. What they have done? Caucasoid race. What they have done to the world? They have created slavery by colonizing. Slavery were there on Negritos first of all, right? And then they colonize. So for me, they are not the pure race. Matlab, if on the basis of physical features, I mean, although it was not only done by Caucasoid race, everyone was doing the same. Slavery was everyone there. But to that extent, it was done by them. So if any race has to feel bad, it has to be blue-eyed people. So if somebody is having blue eyes, they should feel ashamed of, not the dark skin color. If you look back into the history is telling the same. It was Europe who colonized the world, and that too in so bad manner. So West has no empathy, no emotions. And you can see the nature of East. In India, what we have done, we have called Alexander, this blue eye था Alexander का. He came to India, India के subcontinent से बाहर नहीं जा पाए वो. And what is the history of India? We are not only calling people कि आप आ जाओ, हम कह रहे हैं कि आप रहो भी. तो हमारे देश में आके दिल्ली, मुगल, यूरोपियंस आए भी हैं, बट यूरोपियंस ने क्या किया? They have done devastation, just like Abdali, Nadir and all these people. Okay, so you can think like that. अगर किसी को फिर मुझको कहना ही है on the basis of facts, I would say this Caucasoid race. So there is one again saying which I was like reading. So he was saying, "Hey, Europeans, why they could devastated us? Because they were very fair and blue-eyed. So most of the people accepted them because when this East Indian companies के लोग आए थे, it was only 16-17 people for only business, but they were so fair, blue-eyed that people, राजा सब बोल रहे हैं कि ऐसे ऐसे और लेके आएंगे आपके लिए." Right? It is somebody was just talking like that. Okay, he's studying law, so he was just telling me this. I just want to tell that how you people can think and turn the table. ऐसे लोगों को शर्म आनी चाहिए, not like Indians, not like black people. Here we have then got the race and racism, okay, which I have already reflected, so I'm not going to read all this part. That I would say you people have to do it, okay. So thus the concept of superiority versus inferiority was unconsciously nurtured in the mind of people. From the biological anthropological view, racism is a cultural phenomenon that has no genetic basis. All humans of whatever race are currently classified by the anthropologist or biologist of one species, that is Homo sapiens sapiens. ठीक है? This is exactly 9.5. बस इसको थोड़ा और डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. How many of you know this two people? No, महात्मा तो पता ही होगा आपको. Lincoln and Martin Luther King. You should not only heard, you should have good facts on these two people as well. Okay? The role of Martin Luther is so huge, and Abraham Lincoln का भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay? Civil servants को even at this stage आप लोगों को उतना तो पता ही होना चाहिए जितना सबको पता है. ये आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि heard. You can't say this. You should be knowing some historical figures. It is there in your GS syllabus. If you will see your history syllabus mentioned by UPSC body in their website, they say historical figures. So you should be knowing about them. 50 words, 50 points. The moment I am saying Lincoln, you should know some basics. What they have done, कहाँ से थे, क्या किया, मार्टिन लूथर ने क्या किया. प्रोटेस्टेंटिज्म का एक बहुत बड़ा रोल है, राइट. रेसिज्म. तो ये यू कांट से दिस टू मी. ओके, आप लोगों को थोड़ा आगे पढ़ना पड़ेगा. ओके, So yes, then we are going to quickly see the blood type. Okay, so blood groups we have. You people can read about this in a deeper manner, but अभी मैं इसको जल्दी से you people when is the break 150? मतलब class is 150. I'll give you a break इसके बाद, ठीक है? Let me just give. So how many students are having classes from the morning time? You people. ठीक है, कल से मैं एक फिक्स टाइम रखूंगी ब्रेक के लिए. Okay? So again, blood group. So these are the genetic markers for us. Please write down. Human race topic is finished. This is your 9.6 genetic markers. So the study of blood group has an important role in physical anthropology, particularly in population genetics. Okay? So blood is a special type of tissue in the human body and performs two functions. क्या करता है? एक तो ऑक्सीजन देता है from the lungs to the cellular elements of the tissue in other parts of the body. Helps in removing the waste products, okay, especially carbon dioxide. So it gets accumulated in the body due to metabolic activities beside the particular tissue. आपको जो क्वेश्चन आता है वो एक्चुअली ब्लड एबीओ ब्लड सिस्टम और इन सब में आ जाता है, राइट? सो कंपोनेंट क्या है? two components, blood plasma, blood capsules and corpuscles include red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. डेंगू में ये काफी फेमस हो जाता है, प्लेटलेट्स एंड ऑल दैट, तो उतना ही हमको समझना है. ब्लड प्लाज्मा कंटेन टू कंपोनेंट्स नेमली द क्लॉटिंग प्रोटीन, फाइब्रोनेजिन एंड सीरम. इस तरीके से आपको कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस आपको पीवाई लाइक प्रीलिम्स में हेल्प कर सकता है. ओके, यू माइट कैन गेट इन प्रीलिम्स. So considerable. This also you, and I would say कि blood वाला पूरा basics यहीं से कर लेना. Although I will talk about this also. Considerable period of time with anticoagulant, we can find faintly yellow of numerous suspended particles known as blood corpuscles. So the red blood corpuscles, RBC or erythrocytes, usually settle at the bottom. You can see here this. Okay, the tube leaving the white blood corpuscles or leukocytes above, but on the top of the test tube, maximum portion of faint yellow fluid form with the plasma layer. ठीक है, ये पिक्चर बना लेना. The plasma contains three principal proteins like albumin. जब आप blood test कराते हो तो यही सब you would see. Okay, the fibrinogen has got some special characteristics so that it causes clotting of whole blood. The other substances found in blood plasma are amino acids, sugar, salt, fat, etc. A clear fluid is obtained if coagulating and coagulable elements can be removed from plasma. The clear fluid is called serum in which fibrin is no longer found. अब ये थोड़ा सा आप लोग पढ़ लोगे, एंटीबॉडीज एंड एंटीजेंस आप लोग पढ़ लोगे. You will see 9.6 में से whenever you people are getting questions, what you have to do? Genetic markers में से 150 words. That's it. In fact, आप लिख लो कहीं बॉक्स में. 1.4, 1.7, 1.7 और ये कौन सा है? 9.6 genetic markers. These three topics you people even want can study from the basics जैसे मैंने पढ़ाया. Just make model answers of it. I would be, and it will be enough for us. Okay. So whenever any foreign molecule, protein is injected into the blood of humans, the blood will react to eliminate or neutralize that foreign substance from it. तो वो जो foreign substance है वो क्या है? Antigens. Antigens may be a plant or animal protein or a viral or bacterial toxin. The response to the appearance of such an antigen in the blood is the production of another protein molecule called antibody. Antibodies are produced by plasma cell. The interaction between antibody and antigen changes the form of antigen so that it can be destroyed or eliminated from the blood. ठीक है, ब्लड में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आया तो वो उसमें से यू कैन से एंटीबॉडीज रिएक्ट करेंगे एंड इट विल गो. और व्हेनेवर वी आर बिकमिंग सिक, हमारा सबसे पहले क्या होता है? ब्लड टेस्ट होता है, राइट? अगर फिर ब्लड टेस्ट में नहीं आते देन देयर आर अदर पैथोलॉजिकल टेस्ट वी गेट इनटू इट. So why are we now reading it here? because it plays a significant role in population anthropology or population genetics. Okay, you would see that people coming from different race have some sort of blood group, and by understanding and doing their medical checkup or medical analysis karke, we can also trace that they diseases, for example, and then also ancestry, and also we can talk about genetic diseases, as I have said earlier. Okay, and then you would see why do we have to get into this genetic markers? Why are we talking about genetic markers right now? Because again, it is one of the ways to distinguish and to show variations. So we all are made up of cells and we all have blood, but yes, blood also have variations, and then there are blood types. ओके तो ये यहां से हमको समझना है. अब एक नाम लिखेंगे, कार्ल लैंडस्टीनियर, ABO blood group system. Just blindly write each and everything for ABO blood group system from your basics. Karl Landsteiner divided the human beings into 3 groups. जैसे हमने रेशियल में डिफरेंस किया, यहाँ पे इन्होंने ह्यूमन बींग्स को, पूरे ह्यूमन बींग्स को डिवाइड कर दिया. Variations with reference to the blood, to their blood groups, which later on increased to 4 as shown by Shirley and De Castello. So the groups are denoted by the letter A, B, and O based on the presence or absence of antigens. So it is also a way to show what differences. ठीक है, क्लियर है? कोई डाउट्स है कि क्या? It's very simple. Okay, so the RBC, red blood cells of humans, contain 2 antigens, antigen A and antigen B. So the blood serum contains 2 antibodies, namely antibody A and antibody B. The RBC that contains antigen A angulate with blood serum containing antibody A. Explain me this. You have done this, so explain me this whole. Speak in English. You speak good English.
Then it must contain the antibody B. Because if it contains the antigen or the antibody the same group like A or A, then it will coagulate. This reaction is called the aggregation reaction. So it won't help in blood transfusion also. It will be a problem. That our own body cells will be generate to start to kill our body ourselves. The cells.
And okay, now can you just explain it in a more easier language? You can use Hindi to somebody who doesn't know anything about it.
So now we have 4 blood groups.
Yes.
O and the A.
हाँ.
जो पर्सन जिनका ब्लड ग्रुप ए होता है उनकी बॉडी में जो
नहीं, जस्ट इमेजिन कि कोई आपके पास अपना ब्लड टेस्ट कराने आ रहा है, आप कैसे बताओगे कि इसका ब्लड टेस्ट ए है? ऐसे समझो, ब्लड ग्रुप ए है या बी है या ऐसे कैसे समझाओगे?
रिएक्शन करके उनका ब्लड टेस्ट लेके और लाइक प्रोसेस की स्लाइड पे ब्लड टेस्ट इसका एंटीबॉडी भी डालेंगे.
यस,
इट विल चेंज द कलर.
वो लॉक हो जाएगा.
वो पता चल जाएगा कि व्यक्ति अगर वो रिएक्शन कर रहा है दैट मींस दिस पर्सन हैज ब्लड ग्रुप ए, और अगर उसने रिएक्शन नहीं करा तो then.
So what I just want to tell that this is very basic. Okay, इतना ही बेसिक हमको समझना है. आपको इसमें से डीपर क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछेंगे. They will ask you ABO blood system या कुछ और ऐसे करके. Why are we reading it? Population genetics. इतना सिंपल हमको समझना है. बट बेसिक तो आपको ये बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी आएगा, राइट? तो ये हमको वैसे थोड़ा और डीपर वे में when I would be explaining, so I would be explaining in a deeper manner, but we do not have to go that deep. Okay, because बायो के स्टूडेंट होते हैं, मेडिसिन के स्टूडेंट, तो वो पूरा एक्सपेरिमेंट भी करके दिखाना होता. ओके, So that I will show you later on. So the red blood cell with antigen B agglutinates with blood serum containing antibody B. तो ये pairing ऐसी ही जाएगी. Okay, so out of these two antigens, a person might have one in the cell or might contain both or none. Thus the whole human population, देखो, whole human population can be identified into four categories as regard to the presence of antigens in the red blood cells. A person having antigen A in the red blood cells is referred to as A group. A person having antigen B in the red blood cell is referred to as B group. The person having both AB in the RBC, if both antigens A, B are absent, so O. फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास एक और ब्लड ग्रुप का आइडेंटिफाई करने का फैक्टर आया रेहेसिस, राइट? एंटीजन you can say D. In 1940, Landsteiner and Wenner discovered the RH factor. अब यहाँ पे जल्दी से लिखेंगे एक point. They demonstrated that if the blood of a rhesus monkey is injected to the rabbit, a serum may be obtained. The particular serum from the rabbit agglutinates certain human blood. This new agglutinative factor of the blood has been referred to as RH factor. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमारा rhesus monkey का एक थोड़ा सा important role है. तो RH factor we will see here. तो कैसे आया? उन्होंने क्या करा था? Rhesus monkey लिया, right? So they demonstrated if the blood of rhesus monkey क्या किया is injected to the rabbit. ये experiment किया. A serum may be obtained. The particular serum from the rabbit agglutinates certain human blood. This new agglutinative factor किसको हमने क्या कह दिया? RH factor. So RH factor is a type of antigen. लिख दो यहाँ पे साइड में कहीं protein. First discovered in the blood of rhesus monkey. Later it was found that some human being also possess this factor in their blood. ठीक है? So if the RH factor is present in the blood, RH positive, then if absent, negative. So RH factor is inheritable and therefore the RH negative mother and the RH positive father may have an rhesus monkey, yeah. हाँ, monkey. You will see to it, okay, more. The primates पढ़ेंगे ना, एक एक मंकी जो थोड़े इंपॉर्टेंट से है उसके पूरे फीचर्स डिस्कस करेंगे, बट अभी तक कभी भी मंकी के ऊपर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आया. सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ प्राइमेट्स पे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. एप्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर अस. ओके, फिर ये ब्लड ग्रुप आइडेंटिफिकेशन आप लोग पढ़ लेंगे जल्दी से, ठीक है? यहाँ से सेम थिंग इज देयर. Yeah, we do not have a lot of time. So this people can read on your own. Okay. So blood group of a person can be identified by adding a drop of blood to the blood serum. Blood group identification test is also known as agglutination test. So agglutination refers to the clumping together of RBC. There are two types of blood serum, namely जो हमने भी which she has explained. Okay, anti-A, anti-B. If the RBC in the blood agglutinates with anti-A serum only, so the blood group will be A. If the RBC agglutinates with anti-B serum only, the blood group will be B. Okay, so this you will see. And then blood transfusion also you can see. तो ये भी हमारे तभी होता है when we match the blood types. That's it. Okay. O is a universal. So the blood, therefore AB group person are universal recipients. सबसे selfish होंगे ये. कौन है यहाँ पे AB कोई है? मैंने एक ये छोटा सा डिस्कवर लाइक रिसर्च किया था. AB, you find people if it is true and tell me also the fact. They are highly selfish. And O, by default, they are highly empathetic. I have a data of actually 21 people. Notice किया? AB. Please tell me of the AB. O का तो मेरे पास काफी डेटा है. AB का I have around, I think out of that 21, 22, 8 or 9 is AB. जो AB है, they are actually selfish.
What about the
A and B, they are like us, normal human beings, commoners, who are A positive. I'm A positive. Yeah, B positive. I'm A positive. My husband, my ex-husband and me, we both were A positive. My daughter is A negative. Go and now ask that now, what is your blood group? Please ask, okay? Just for my data, okay? I cannot say this. You're also A positive, very good. Lot many people are A positive. All the females are here A positive. I don't mind. Somebody who knows me, it's like going live. तो उनका ए भी होगा और वो कहते ये मेरे एक पर रिसर्च कर रही है. अब तो लीक हो जाएगी बात अगर सुन ली क्लास में तो. Because it is very like you cannot simply ask anyone their blood group. No, I in my mind start if somebody is coming to my periphery, right? So I try to collect all the information like a researcher and anthropologist. Okay, so I ask after getting the test, what is your blood group or something? Okay, then but now they know what I am trying to tell. Now they will not say, no, A positive मैंने देखा है that they are generous. पॉजिटिव वाले थोड़े से जनरस है, नेगेटिव वाले अरे सॉरी जस्ट किडिंग. So inheritance pattern of blood group also please guys read it. Okay, I just want to finish this out so people can just read this. And yes, ये तो आपको inheritance pattern of blood groups का एक आंसर इसी में तो कॉपी करना है. Okay, the hereditary pattern of blood group is now fully known. The 3 genes in the chromosomes लिखोगे ये थोड़ा सा अपने पॉइंट में कि इसको as it is questions बना के just give the heading inheritance pattern of blood group and this is a model answer for it. Okay, so the 3 genes in the chromosome that is A, B, O are responsible for blood group variations in the person. It seems that A and B are possess equal expressive power while the O is recessive in both A and B. It also observed that internal mixtures of these genes produce 6 different genotypes, but as O is recessive, we find only 4 phenotypes of blood group ABO. Okay, so blood group A possesses genotypes AA, ये उनका genotypes है, like genes उनके available है. Blood group B will have this and this ये यहाँ से A genotypes AA and AO, B BB and BO, AB AB OO. Okay, so blood groups are inherited from the parents to the offspring. Following are some of the problems. ये भी आप खुद से कर लेना. Okay. This is it. Now I think we have finished. So then ABO in compatibility, which she was trying to explain also, and RH incompatibility. ये सब आप लोग short 150 words का आंसर बना के रखेंगे. Okay, and then when we will discuss in deep, तो हम उस पे बात करेंगे और. So several researchers took interest in searching the relationship between ABO blood group phenotypes and the diseases. So this is your part of epidemiological anthropology. So though they could not find any direct correlation but demonstrated a list of incompatibility. The compatibility or incompatibility was decided on the basis of matching of the phenotypes of the parents. The compatible mating was referred to as homospecific or suitable for mating, while the incompatible mating was termed as heterospecific, means not suitable for mating because it may lead to certain diseases. Various combination you can see here. Compatible mating for female, male, OB, OA, OB, this is heterospecific, this is you can say homospecific. So the compatible mating is referred to as homospecific or suitable for mating, while heterospecific not suitable. Various combination could be seen which we have got. Then RH incompatibility, when RH negative mother carries an RH positive fetus due to her marriage to the RH positive male, the RH antigen from the RH positive fetus passes on to the placenta and finally to the blood of the mother. This causes the production of an antibody in mother's blood. As the blood circulation from the fetus to the mother is very slow, the formation antibody in mother blood take a long time. यहाँ पे you can see here, what I want to focus here is this. Erythroblastosis futilis. आपको कई बारी ऐसे क्वेश्चन आएगा सिर्फ. When this antibody passes through the placenta to the fetus, which is Rh positive, immediate reaction take place to destroy the fetal red cells. Okay? So you are having 9.4 में all these points का diseases like chromosomal aberration या क्या क्या ऐसा हो सकता है, ये लिख लेना. Okay? Sorry. Then again we have got MNS system. Okay? अभी तक तो नहीं पूछा है, but it is there in your SCERT, so you can get this also. 30 years after the discovery of ABO blood system, blood groups, we have Lenz tenure. Okay, please read this. Okay, I could not give the dictation because now we don't have time. Then you have Bombay blood group also. That's it. Okay. This is application of biological anthropology, which I can discuss tomorrow. This is your topic 12. In application of biological anthropology, you people are going to get application both of social cultural part के भी कुछ होते हैं, mainly bio के ही applications हम ज़्यादा discuss करते हैं, but we would be discussing that as well. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you.